So you want to be a video game designer but don't know where to start? Well, you came to the right place. We're going to talk to Kyle today about how he turned his passion into a career in gaming. Hello and welcome. This channel is all about helping you find a path to a career in interactive entertainment. In other words, helping you become a player in the game. Joining me today is Kyle. Kyle, you started off as a Autocross, excuse me, Autocross driver.
Yep.
And you became a game designer and developer yourself.
Yeah.
Tell us how that happened.
So basically a coworker introduced me into Autocross and brought me out. I got addicted right away. Been doing the sport for about 3 years, and I said, this is really underrepresented in the gaming world, so we should make a game about it. So having a background in mechanical engineering programming, I decided this is something I can do, and I started picking up Unity and programming and started making my own game.
Oh, awesome. Well, real fast, Kyle, why don't you tell everybody your social media contacts, so if they're interested in it after we talk about things, they can go look for it.
So you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Doonamai, Doonamai. And there you'll be able to follow progress of the game and where we're going for conventions.
Excellent. So Doonamai is the studio. The name of the game is?
Super Realistic Autocross.
Super Realistic Autocross. And I happen to be, we're here at the Game On Expo here in the Greater Phoenix metropolitan area. I went by his studio as I was over there with some other people, and I saw him. I was like, hey man, this is pretty cool. What do you got going on here?
Yep.
And he came over here and told me all about it. Now, my channel is about helping people get started.
Sure.
They don't know where they're going, or they're the parents of people who don't know where they're going. So Unity is a great start. Free engine, right?
Yep, free engine.
Self-taught on Unity?
Self-taught.
Tell us about it.
So basically, with Google and YouTube, you can do anything. So if you know the kind of game you want to make, it's super easy to get started in Unity. Pick up a little bit of programming tutorials, maybe a little bit of modeling, but there's a lot of free assets available out there, especially on Unity. You can easily get models or even frameworks for games to try to kind of learn how to do it, get examples of code that way, and expand your knowledge. It's really a great tool.
I was going to say, that's excellent. Unity is great. You mentioned earlier that your 3D modeling, you outsource a few of those assets, but we've talked before that Blender is a nice free asset you could use. Are you up to Blender 2.8? They just launched?
I'm not up to it yet. I'm still in the last version.
Okay.
So I'm self-taught Blender as well. So I started off 3ds Max self-taught, switched over to Blender because it was free, obviously a lot easier to get into, and it turns out it is a very useful tool and equally comparable to anything that's paid.
I would agree. Now, one of the reasons why I was so excited to get you over here is because you talked about, hey, you know, I'm doing Autocross and I decided to make a video game.
Yeah.
For people who are passionate about gaming and they've been playing games their whole life, and suddenly they're like, I want to make a game. How difficult / was the transition?
Yeah.
If you're not doing both still, what was it like? What was the timing like for you from start to finish, as it were? Because you're here on display already.
Oh yeah. So I still work full-time as a mechanical engineer. This is what I've been doing on the side for about a year.
Yeah.
But to get to this point, I had 2 failed projects before this that probably took 2 or 3 years of just progression of learning how to program.
Probably the best learning you ever had.
The best learning I've ever had. So the thing I say to people is, don't do your amazing idea on your first game. Do something small just to learn the steps. And then once you figure that out, then do the one you want to do. So it takes a little bit of time, but if that's your passion, you can definitely do it. It just takes time.
Gotcha. Yeah, definitely make that Tron game, make that tic-tac-toe game.
Yep.
Make that blackjack game. Shout out to Black Magic. How you doing, buddy? He's one of my regulars, one of the usual suspects.
Oh yeah.
And one of my Patreon supporters. Shout out to the Craft Services crew. Learn to do it on one of those games. How long, time-wise, did we say? Maybe 6 months to a year?
Yeah, it's about a year now we've been in development on this game.
But you've got a playable demo over there.
Yeah, it's in full release on Steam now.
Full release on Steam. Go check it out. All platforms?
It's on Steam right now. We are approved for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That'll be later this year. We also have a VR version of the game coming out in September.
Awesome. That's great. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time today, my friends. We're going to come back and he's going to tell you all about the game here in the next one, hopefully before the music really starts going on. And if you'd like to see that, be sure to subscribe for that content coming real soon. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again real soon.